Ed Walker, President of ArmadaGlobal. So when you think about the point of time where you're being diagnosed or there's a moment where you need health care, it's traumatic. There's a lot of anxiety. It can weigh on you. It's hard to navigate. So where we come in is we match when there is that moment where you need help. Our Top Doc Connect program really matches, we've done all the legwork in terms of who are the best specialists for you to get to, because you want the best care possible. So we've taken the steps to figure out who those specialists are, and then matching your situation at that time, who are the best specialists that you need. So really what we do is at that moment where someone needs help, we pair them with the best. We get them the access that they need, and we make sure that we mitigate that point where there's fear and anxiety, and get them to the best care possible. When you think about trying to figure out how to match the best, it's overwhelming. Not only it's overwhelming for individuals, but it could also be overwhelming for primary care physicians. So when you look at that 900,000, at the end, about 3 to 5% actually become certified as Top Doc Connect specialists. This member's child broke their arm, was set by an orthopedic surgeon, not an orthopedic pediatric. So the arm healed, but when they removed the cast, the arm was bent. So the orthopedic said, we need to re-break the arm, reset it. So think about the trauma and anxiety for a young boy to have to go through that, but then think about the cost as well. What our member did was they utilized the Top Doc Connect service, talked to an orthopedic pediatric specialist. The specialist had determined that given the child's age, that the arm would straighten on its own. 2 years later, the arm straightened. So, that individual didn't have to go through, re-breaking the arm, the trauma, the expense. So that's what I'm talking about in terms of making sure that the care that we're delivering is right for what the issues are. I think if you look at the Affordable Care Act and some of the changes in kind of underlying health care, I'd say the focus has been on access. So there's been more access, but you're right, when you look at costs are rising. I think what we need to become ultimately is just much more efficient in how we utilize health care. And then this kind of combination of accountability by the consumer, but also when you look at delivery, making sure that we're delivering in a way that's efficient, and then making sure that consumers understand and are educated so that they can navigate. And I look at our navigation services like Top Doc Connect, and that's exactly what our aim is we take we've done the heavy lifting in terms of finding the right specialists and then matching it with the individual so that they get the right care that they need and at the right level.